tell you how my life, the name of my speech is How My Life is Like Soccer. And so I want to start off with a quote by Vince Lombardi, who was a football coach for the Green Bay Packers back in the 60s. He was a really good coach and just an important person. And he made the NFL pretty popular. And so I just wanted to say a quote by him. It's perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence, which is a pretty cool quote because nobody's perfect and pretty much impossible to be. But this kind of applies to me because ever since I started playing soccer at 4, I was always my toughest critic, and I was quick to get down on myself, and this went for the same with school in general, and I just set high standards for myself. And so, like I said, I'm here to tell you how my life is comparable to soccer. Anyone that's ever played organized sports knows what it's like to win and lose. Some people let it make or break them, and you just learn many life lessons, and it helps you out later on in life. Like I said, I've been playing soccer since I was 4, so that's 19 years total, because I'm 23. And during that, I played 7 years of select soccer, which is like the highest competitive league in Louisiana and like in the U.S. period. And I also played 4 years of college and at 3 different schools. And so soccer pretty much made me who I am. Like everything I do is through soccer. Like if I don't feel like doing homework, I'll be like, okay, well, like I need to do it because I'm on the soccer team, so I have to do well. So there's 3 points I'm going to say. The first one is how there's always people and obstacles who get in your way. 2 is life is like a roller coaster and feels like the end of the world sometimes. And the third one is know who your friends and enemies are. So there's other reasons, but those are the ones that stood out to me the most. So my first point, people who get in your way, people are obstacles. Whether it's getting a job promotion, valedictorian in your class, or trying to get hired by a certain company, there's always something there to hinder you along the way and keep you from where you want to go. So for example, Huston Tillotson, the team over here in LSUS's conference, I know they're in basketball and baseball's conference too. We can never get past them for the soccer team, and we'd always lose to them because they were ranked nationally and just had good players. But my junior year, we actually tied them in the first game, and we should have won, but we kind of got screwed over. And so we ended up playing them in the first round of the conference tournament, and we beat them. So we got our revenge. And so that wraps up my first point. Going to move on to my second point on how life is like a roller coaster sometimes, and it feels like it's never going to end. Every team or company experiences droughts and periods of where you just feel like they're in the slums and they're never going to get out. And but those bad times are actually when someone's character is shown, and successful people learn from their mistakes and use it to their advantage. When I was 14, I was in my 3rd year of playing select, and our team was at the regional tournament, and my trainer came up to me and pretty much told me I wasn't going to make the team the next year because I was too small, and I know I'm not the tallest person, but it was still kind of a slap in the face. And so I played down a level the next year, and that was the beginning of my freshman year of high school. And I was about to quit soccer and sports in general, but I didn't because I had a few friends, and my parents obviously motivated me to stay with it. And so I did really well my freshman year of high school, and the varsity coach actually told me how to spot the next year, which was really cool to hear. And I ended up making the select team the year after that. So that went pretty well. And I ended up getting like scholarships, athletic and academic, at like the D2, D3, and an AI level. So that worked out. Now I'm going to move on to my third and final point on how people are always walking in and out of your life, and you really need to know who your friends and enemies are, and who to trust in general. As I get older, I realize the difference between acquaintances and friends, and elementary, middle, and high school helps teach you that, as well as college. And not everyone on your team or who you're working with is your friend, but you've got to respect him or her to, achieve the common goal. And if you play team sport or, work with anybody in the classroom, you know how that goes. And so in high school, I had a good friend, and come to find out, he would always talk behind my back or do something skeptical, and I just never believed it. But then I finally found out for myself, and it helped me choose my friends better as I moved on. And so in conclusion, I hope everyone can draw parallels as to how my life is like soccer. And I just wanted to end with a quote by Michael Jordan. It says, "I can accept failure, everyone fails at something, but I can't accept not trying." And so that's a pretty awesome quote. Yeah.